Hey guys, Krisily Kennedy here. Thanks for checking out the Movie Chick, and I'm going to talk to you about what's coming out this weekend. And I have to say that most of them have already come out because it was a holiday weekend, and some of the releases hit on July 2nd because of the July 4th holiday. So I'm going to break down what's hitting theaters this week, and I'm going to start off with Tammy. Tammy is the hysterical road trip comedy. It's written by Melissa McCarthy and her husband Ben Falcone, and it's also Ben's directorial debut. The movie also stars amazing casts like Susan Sarandon, Kathy Bates, Sandra Oh, and Gary Cole. And I have to tell you, it's not just another road trip movie. It's a really fun movie. It's about a girl named Tammy who's down on her luck. Her husband's cheating on her. She lost her job, and the only thing left for her to do is, of course, leave town. But she can't go without her drunk and foul-mouthed grandmother. Yeah, I know. It already sounds funny, right? But when these guys hit the road definitely hits back. And not only is this an outrageous comedy, but the characters are so real, so grounded, and so raw that while you will laugh your ass off, you will also possibly cry. I know, intense, right? So it's hitting the theaters this week. Some of you have already seen it, some of you haven't. There's an amazing 4th of July cookout in the movie, so once you're finished with your 4th of July cookout, you should definitely go to theaters and check out this. The next film is Earth to Echo, which also opened on July 2nd. It stars Teo Ham, Reese Hartwig, Astro, who you may or may not know from a reality show, and Ella Walstead. And when I first saw the trailers and the posters, I was completely annoyed that there was the finger and the alien, and it looked exactly like E.T. And even when I started seeing the trailers, I was like, no, how dare they touch these classics we grew up with? But then talking to the filmmakers and producers, that's exactly what they wanted, is they wanted to remake a movie similar to E.T. and Goonies, but bring it into today's technology. And the movie, I have to say, was so much fun. If you guys are looking for a movie to take your kids to this weekend, you want them to have a little fun adventure like we did growing up, then you definitely want to check out Earth to Echo. The story follows these 3 boys who are the best of friends, and it's the last night in their neighborhood together, and they get these cryptic messages on their cell phones which turn out to be maps, and they follow it for an amazing adventure. You guys will definitely not want to miss this. I also signed on to geocaching and did this amazing thing for fans of the movie. And if you don't know what geocaching is, it's this great app you can get on your phone, and you can go do all these adventures, and it's like a treasure hunt. And what a fun way to spend a weekend with your kids, by going to see this movie and then doing some adventures of your own. So if you're looking for a family-friendly movie this week, Earth to Echo is definitely the one you want to check out. The next movie hitting theaters, which I will not be seeing, is called Deliver Us from Evil. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailers for this, but it is so scary. Not only is it scary and there's like exorcisms and demons, but it's based on the real life story of a New York police officer. Well, actually, he was a sergeant, and these are the real accounts. Like, this is what he really went through. And yeah, there's going to be some movie magic, but from what I understand, it's pretty true to the stories that he's told, which just makes it even more scary, which is another reason why, sadly, I will not go see it. I will wait for you to tell me how good it is. It stars Olivia Munn, Eric Bana, and Edgar Ramirez, who are all making their horror film movie debuts. None of them have been in horror before, and I know that Eric Bana said specifically that the reason why he signed on to this particular horror film was because it was based on true events. So he was a non-believer, and from working on it, he may have become a believer. So if you guys are horror fans, you definitely want to check Deliver Us from Evil. The next film that opened up this week is a documentary. It's called Life Itself. It's based on the best-selling memoir of the same name by Roger Ebert. If you guys don't know who Roger Ebert is, shame on you. He's the man who created the thumbs up, thumbs down. He's one of the most beloved movie critics in the world. Everyone knows Roger Ebert, and I can't tell you how excited I am to see this film, obviously because of what I do. People like him I just look up to and love, and I haven't read the book yet, but I hear it's amazing, and his life was just so inspiring. Even till his last days when he was very sick, he still made sure he got those reviews out for the people that loved them. So Life Itself, I will definitely be checking out. The next film that opened up this week, it's a political documentary. So if you like political documentaries, this might be right up your alley. It's from the same team that brought 2016's Obama's America, which, I mean, it's a different kind of political documentary. This isn't a Michael Moore documentary. Michael Moore documentaries I tend to really like because there's a lot of like passion and fire behind them. And I haven't seen America yet, but I've seen the trailers, and it actually made me more angry than wanting to see it. And I'll probably go see it just because I should, but the trailers really surprised me. They actually interview some people and ask about some amazing monuments that we have in the country, like the Statue of Liberty and Mount Rushmore, and what they mean to people. And I was so just blown away by their responses. It was not what you would think. So maybe I should see it just to find out why they feel that way. But if you're a political documentary fan, America's for you. And the last movie I'm going to tell you about this week is absolutely my favorite. It has completely stolen my heart and will be a movie that I will watch on and on again. Love Actually is one of those movies, and now Begin Again is one of those movies. Begin Again opened July 2nd in a smaller market of, I believe, just LA and New York, and it will have a wider open on, I believe, July 11th. And if you haven't seen the trailer for this one yet, it's Keira Knightley, Adam Levine, CeeLo Green, Mark Ruffalo, Haley Steinfeld. The cast is just, I mean, it's epic, and the story is so great. It's about a girl and her boyfriend. They're also songwriting partners. They move to New York City because he's got this big record deal, and of course what happens? They break up. So the story is kind of about both of their journeys, and also about this record producer who's down on his luck, can't sign talent to save his life, and he's completely given up on the industry until he hears this certain voice. And guys, that is just the beginning, the tip of the iceberg. This movie is so great. It's so romantic. It's so irresistible. It's set in New York City, and New York City is a character in this film, just like Mark Ruffalo is. And not only is New York City a character, but the music, my God, I just want to listen to this soundtrack over and over and over again. Adam Levine fans will love it because he's in it. You may not love the character he plays, but you'll be happy he's in it. CeeLo Green, of course, makes us laugh. And Keira and Mark, I mean, my God, every time I see them in a film, it just ups their ante. And I'm not a huge Keira fan at all. Like, I really haven't liked any films that she's done in a while, but this film, not only does she have an amazing voice and do all her own singing, but she's really so much fun to watch, and I'm so excited. So if you live in LA and New York, check out Begin Again. If you don't, I'm so sorry that you have to wait till the 11th, but I promise you it'll be worth your wait. This is a great date movie. This is a great movie to bring your friends to, and I guarantee you, you will be singing these songs by the time you leave the theater. So I know you guys have a busy weekend planned ahead if you live in the States, because it's 4th of July, so make sure you have a safe holiday. Make sure you wear your sunscreen, and if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to the Movie Chick. Give me a thumbs up at the bottom of that video, and then the most important thing I want you to do for me is sound off in that comment section. Tell me what you think. Some of these movies have been out for a couple days, so have you seen them? What have you thought? Have you seen trailers for any of them? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Once you see the movies, I want to hear about it. I want you to know that they're good. I want you to tell me if they're bad. I'm excited to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for all your support, and see you next time.